We are back.
Oh.
TCS Radar, episode 21.
Yeah.
Weekly update report. Shall we begin?
Let's do it.
All right, man. How you feel about the MLK Classic, man, over hosted at Johnson, the MLK event?
I felt good, man. That was a good environment for basketball. Real good hoops there. All three games were exciting. I only got to catch the two, but I heard about the first one as well. I heard about the kid, Dante, of course, going off, having a great game. So, but for myself, I just felt like it was a great atmosphere. I wasn't bored at all. I really enjoyed just sitting there and enjoying all the two games that I watched.
Yeah, and it was one of those things where it's a Monday, so some people were still working, but by time that Richfield Totino game came around, it was packed in there for sure.
That was the main event. The main event.
Yeah, but it was nice to see. Great holiday, great thing to celebrate, and you get some basketball with it too. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, and we knocked these interviews out as well. Pre-game interviews with the coaches, post-game with the athletes.
Yeah, shouts out to all the players and coaches, for coming over, supporting us as we're supporting you. So that's what it's about. Appreciate y'all, man.
Shout out to Dante Branch, man. He was real impressive this game, man, like just from the jump. I know he is the team's leading scorer. Was he at 24 right now?
Yeah, 24 points a game.
24 points a game right now, man. So, yeah, man, he's only a junior, too, at that. So we're gonna see a lot more of this, and I felt like he came out the gate just aggressive, going to the hole, running the lane, in transition, getting the free throws. He literally was doing everything. He was shooting threes, but St. Cloud definitely surprised me because this is St. Cloud Tech. Cause this is my first time actually seeing them play. I know about their head coach. He's the father of
Tamara Ferguson and young Don Ferguson III.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir. We locked in. Y'all see we on it, man. For real.
Shouts out to them, though. Shouts out to Don, Coach Don, for sure.
Real facts, man. But he got some guys over there, man. Were you guys kind of I know you weren't there live to see this one there, but like just watching it back, man, who were you kind of impressed with, or even you? I know you came.
I mean, yeah, definitely their leading scorer, Jace, 22 points a game, and he's a junior. Let me confirm that. Yeah, he's a junior, 6'4", wing player. I think he's really nice, and they had just had size in general. Didn't really expect that. Didn't even know what to expect, but whenever you see them skyscrapers go out there, you see got him with the pump fake right there. So you can have all the size in the world, but you got to be disciplined at the end of the day. And South St. Paul is one of those things where they don't have the same size, so it's like how they going to match up against these dudes. But, yeah, South St. Paul got it done. They was hustling. They was working. For sure.
South St. Paul is interesting because we talked about this, in our group chat amongst each other. Like, they don't have a big man. Like, everybody on their team is typically a guard. Like, what I'm saying? They play big. Yeah. So it's like if they would have had, and I know they lost to, their big guy to transfer, but just looking at them being able to still compete with teams that actually have height over them just kind of shows you, shout out to Coach Darren Edwards over there, him and Lee Moore. They kind of, trying to install some real toughness mentality because you got to have heart to, to play ball knowing that you undersize every matchup. So shout out to them for that, man.
All right. South St. Paul 11-4 right now. Next game they play Tartan, so they're gonna get tested for sure. We're gonna see what they can do against Tartan. They just coming off a win against Hastings though. South St. Paul is. Let's see, in that game, you had Addison from South St. Paul scored 22. Dante had 27. So yeah, they putting some wins together there.
Gonna get them buckets, man. And Keyshawn as well. Keyshawn Jarman. He be quietly. That's a quiet bucket getter for them out there.
He's nice. He's nice for sure.
I like Sincere for sure for South St. Paul. Kind of taking the back row. In past years, he was kind of more of a scorer, but I think this year with more shooting around him with young Marco. You got young Caleb, Merrick, Dante. Like I said, good shooters around. He's able to just facilitate out there, rebound, do other things to help the team win. So he's able to play big too. Just off his experience, being able to guard kind of bigger players, has to do that in the past. So I think that helps South St. Paul out.
Right.
Oh, that's for sure, man.
Yeah, so South St. Paul got Tartan next, and they got North St. Paul as well this week. So we'll see how they perform there. And then St. Cloud Tech, 7-8 overall right now. And let's see who they got this week. This week they got Minneapolis South actually. So South is going to go up to St. Cloud and play them. And then they got Alexandria going into hold on. They play South today?
Yeah, that was today.
Oh, that was today. St. Cloud played South. Okay, so we'll see what the results of that game was. Then they got Alexandria and Sauk Rapids Rice next week. So we'll be looking out for that St. Cloud Tech team, see what they can do.
Nah, man, definitely, man. So let's get to this next game, man, see what's going on.
All right, man. Next up, man, we had a big 3A matchup between Richfield and Totino Grace. Two teams looking to make a state run, of course. Richfield was coming into the game undefeated, tested, of course, a little bit, but this was their biggest test, of course, of the season. So how'd you guys feel about the game, man?
Packed.
Man, main event.
Mm-hmm.
Main event. The energy in the building was crazy. It kind of reminded me of the days, back when, a Central Johnson game at Johnson, like the way Johnson was that packed. That was like a real brought back a real old feeling, And
them Richfield folks.
Man,
I don't know if they've been to Johnson before. No.
Nah, I think that was the first time being at Johnson, man. It probably was a lovely experience, for them, because I know there was a lot of them in there.
Had to be,
but yeah, man, the game was just exciting from the jump, man. The energy was just felt different at this game. We were at 3 games this game. The energy in this one just felt different from the jump, man. There's two. They were number 1 and number 2 in 3A at this time when they faced off against each other. Big names. It lived up to the hype, man. Lived up to the hype for sure, man.
T.N. Chapman dumping off to Fuller. Fuller right there. Or dumping off to Daniel Zoa. Because we did the freshman top 5 last year, and we had both Zoa and Fuller in there. Yeah. So my bad. That's Dan Zoa for sure. But yeah, man, it's the balanced attack from Totino. I mean, they got 4 guys in double digits right now, averaging. Could have 5.
Mm-hmm.
I think Shea Jackson, he was out. Malachi Hill was out. So I mean, Totino won, but maybe it would have been an even more dominant performance if they had those guys playing.
Yeah. It's another 18 points that wasn't there.
Yeah, from Malachi. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, 18 points not there. I mean, it was a convincing win. It was definitely competitive in the first half. But, I mean, I feel like if you really watch the game and you kind of pay attention to how it goes, they had their number from the jump.
Yeah, they did.
Like I said, the first half it was only kind of competitive because they tried to make it a comeback, but it started off 30 to 15.
Yeah, the size difference to me was of course one of the big things, but the second thing for me was Richfield. They tried to get the game sped up and play their speed, and I think they were doing a good job of it. But I think we all we talked about it at the break. They just weren't capitalizing, unfortunately, on some of their fast break opportunities. So. You're not capitalizing, even though you're getting these stops. They're almost like they're pointless stops because the other teams, then when you're not capitalizing, they're coming back capitalizing off of you not capitalizing. So
exactly.
I think Richfield, unfortunately, I think Dre Collins and Waleed Muhammad, they both got off to a too slow of a start in this game. Everybody else, I think, were kind of balling. Gideon, like we talked about, he had a good game at the half. What's his name? Ty. He had a good game at the half, number 11 there. Yeah. So he was balling at that, but he missed a lot of unfortunate free throws and layups at the beginning as well. So it's like if they would have, I think, got some of them buckets to go down early, keep the game tight, maybe, at the end they could have gave themselves a better chance. But still a very good team. That's their first loss. That's how I feel. That was my first time seeing them this year. And they missing, they had C.J. Anderson, right? That's a top 5 Mr. Basketball finalist last year. So, trying to make up for that is already a lot, but it looks like they're doing really good at it, though.
Yeah.
C.J.
Armstrong, my bad. I said Anderson. C.J. Armstrong. Armstrong, don't let me get that wrong. My boy was a bucket for sure. Over 30 points a game.
Was a bucket, walking bucket for sure. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like you said, the balanced attack from Totino is just impressive, man. I really think AJ transferring in from Stillwater makes a big difference. I like his game because he does everything. He doesn't have to be scoring. He doesn't have to do one thing. He's always doing multiple things. I know a lot of people think it's cliche to compare high school players to NBA players, but his style kind of like Draymond Greenish to me. I feel like his style is kind of in that. He's the energy. He's not afraid to yell. Like I said, I seen him last year when they played Central in sections, and was it the second round of sections? And he's the same guy at this in a whole different environment. So I think he's definitely a difference maker for this team. And like I said, everybody played their role on this team. Shout out to Nick Carroll. He prepared his boys for this victory. And Totino is not to be reckoned with. They're a team that they've been there before.
They've
They've done that before. They won.
Championship pedigree, man.
Yep, yes, sir. So I'm very impressed with them, and they're going to be one of the top teams that we follow throughout the year. Everybody that follows sports is going to follow throughout the year in Minnesota for sure.
And Dalton, big boy,
monster,
committed to Drake.
Yeah, he like that, man. If you haven't seen him, go see him, man. He's progressing very good. Him right there, progressing very well from when he was a sophomore. Now he's a junior. You know what I'm saying? Just looking very comfortable out there.
He's
so
big, man.
Man, look.
He's like, that was my first time actually seeing him play in person. I'm like, yo, he has some real size. Like, he can do some things. So
and Tien, shout out to Tien as well. He see what he ends up doing. His big brother went to Ohio State.
Yeah.
So we'll see what he ends up doing.
Part of that three-peat or started off that three-peat for them. So. They got experience. They know what they're doing, so they're scary, man, coming in.
Definitely scary, man. Yeah. All right, man, let's get on to the last game at the Johnson MLK event. Yo, we back, man. This was the final game at the Johnson event, man. It was Johnson versus Minnehaha, man. This was this is the reason why we all kind of came out. Shout out to Big C and the Johnson family, everyone involved in making the event possible. It was a good event in the inner city. No violence, no stereotypical type of stuff. It was a fun family event. Good basketball was played. It was good food there. There was a lot of stuff going on. So shout out to them. Yeah, they had chicken.
They were selling chicken. Bomb.
I had some of that chicken.
I was about to say you had it. I wasn't.
I did. I don't want to go there. It was great.
Yeah, it was great, man.
All jokes aside, it was good. It was
great vibes.
Good.
Yeah, man. But they played it off against Minnehaha, man. Minnehaha is a team who, I've been on the record saying to all of us on here that they're a team that you have to pay attention to because they're young. Yeah. They're young. They're a really young group, and they kind of went on. They started off the season very, very slow, but they've been on almost like a switch. Like a switch went off because now they've just been kind of finding their pace and they're just winning games and they're figuring it out.
7-game win streak. Yeah.
7-game win streak, man. And I feel like it starts. It's to me, Kellen.
Mm-hmm. Kellen Trout.
Kellen Trout is literally like he's their guy. Mm-hmm. But their guards, their guard play from Aiden Green and Carter Cupido, them two young men,
and a little Malachi.
Yep. Yep. The whole guards, but specifically those two, they don't turn the ball over a lot, and they handle the ball a lot. Those two,
high IQ,
Carter.
High.
Yep, Carter and Green, like they literally will make, and they're both great shooters. I've seen them pass up like shots that a lot of people would say they should take, or maybe they should take the shots, but they always make the right play, the extra play. And when you playing with guys like that, your team is only going to be successful, man. And I feel like J.D. Jones is doing a great job over there.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to him, man. Older brother of Tyson Drea Jones, as you know. If you don't know, you know. Right. I know us in Minnesota, we know, but a lot of people may not know. But he's done a great job, and he's prepared them. And you can see that whatever philosophy he's had or he built, because I know he trains kids as well, it's kind of rubbing off on his kids, man. So that's how I kind of feel about that.
I just like to see the growth, the progression. I think that's what we always talking about, right? When you're coaching, you got these kids every day. You just have a duty, man. Like, it's not always about the wins and losses. They will come. I mean, this is a very young team, so the fact that they started winning is just a plus for them. And they're in the 2A, so, you know what I mean, they have to continue to get better, and they have a chance in that 2A, you know what I'm saying, conference for sure. And I think that's what we talk about with development, and that's what we like to see. And that's what we would like to see a little bit more in the city as well. No shade to no one, no hate. You know, we love all these teams. We love to represent both St. Paul and the Minneapolis conferences. We love to go watch these players ball. But just how they started off a little bit slow, but they continue. As you can see right now, their team, they're kind of clicking. Like we said, they won 7 in a row. Really, 8 of the last 9?
Something like that.
Yeah. So, you know, they're just rolling, hitting on all cylinders, continue to get better. More players are gaining confidence. The kid, Kellen, man, it was unbelievable out there.
22, 22 points in this game, yeah.
So it was great to see. And for Johnson, I think all in all, it was a good game. This is, again, another great game at Johnson for the MLK invitation.
And won by Kenny.
They're now what? They've lost 3 of the last 4, unfortunately. So they're just looking to figure it out, I think. They also, this game, I'm gonna let Malik talk about it, but free throws, man. What do you think about the free throws they was missing?
I mean, that's what it was. So let me pull up what the score was at halftime and what it ended. But what do y'all think? It was at least 20 missed free throws?
At least. Been generous.
In the first half, we counted at least, like, just at the table where we were at. We could ask D3, he can confirm it. We counted at least 17.
Yeah, so it was a 14-point game, 85-71. It was 38-34 at halftime, Minnehaha. Right? So, and then Minnehaha outscored them by 10 in the second half. But, yeah, if it's a 14-point game in the end, we know some of the bench players got in at the end, stuff like that. But 20-plus free throws, at least 17, 18 free throws, that's the game right there. And even if you missed just some along the way, having some of those changes the whole momentum of the game, even if you made like 11 or 12 of those, you know what I mean?
I was just going to say that. I was like, not only that you're missing the points, it messes up your momentum because I saw players missing free throws and their body language was like, I can't buy one. You know what I'm saying? Like, it affects you. Like, you got to we used to say this every time we used to play high school ball, we used to have this thing we would always say, and it always kind of be like, oh, yeah, I got to at least see one go in.
Yeah, for sure.
That was just the mentality, and I felt like that kind of fell into that.
Unfortunately, it just wasn't going in for them at the line, man.
Yeah, shout out to Jermaine, though. He had 23 in the game, so he was definitely trying to, as the leader of the team, trying to keep his team in it. But
Kenny had a good game, too.
Oh, yeah, he did, definitely. It's a team sport, though, so, you know.
And I want to say, shout out to young Mason out there for number 22 for Minnehaha. I like all of Minnehaha's guards and how they were all blended and all able to, run the team in the half court. And able to control the offense, not get too rattled by Johnson's pressure, even the ones that came in off the bench. So that was good to see out there for Minnehaha and something they can build on for sure going forward, like for sure. Yeah, that young kid right there is a freshman. He's on
for Minnehaha, yeah. So. He's Makai.
Yeah,
Makai Abner for sure. Definitely somebody to look out for.
All right, man. What was the final score of this game?
Final score was 85-71.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was a convincing win. These teams play each other again, I believe, February 23rd.
Ooh, do they?
Yeah, they do. Yep, they play each other again, I believe, February 23rd at Minnehaha. So that's going to be a game that,
you're right, yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be a game that people should definitely probably pay attention to and see that because, I love a good rematch.
I love a great rematch for sure.
And then Johnson got high water right after that, so that should be a good one.
That's going to be
for
sure.
sure.
Those are two games we will be at.
Yeah. That's a way to end your season as far as non-conference play goes.
Yeah, those are convincing ones. But let's go to this last game, man.
Yeah. So next game, we on the girls' hoop side. We had St. Paul Como Park against Minneapolis Camden early in the week. It was the day after the MLK event, and you was at this game. What you think about this?
Yeah, man, it was a fun game, man. Como definitely is one of the best teams in the St. Paul Conference, man. They like to run up the floor. They definitely got a lot of quick guards.
Oh, yeah.
Got some young players that definitely see a lot of talent from. And it was just fun, to actually see them this year, man. I know Coach Yolanda Adams does a great job over there. Same with Rodney Smith, Cameron Smith. They do a great job preparing the young ladies, man. So it was just good to see them, finally this year in person. I believe this is the first game we went to of theirs this year. Am I mistaken?
We went to the Hopkins game. That was the first one.
We went to the Hopkins game. That
wasn't the best result for them, but Hopkins is a good team, definitely.
Not at all. And one thing I like about, Como Park's head coach is she always says that she's not running from no type of smoke. She wants her girls to basically face against the best, just so they're able to see what it's about. And she doesn't run away from that. So that's definitely a key philosophy you would want to have with a head coach, especially if you're trying to build a program up. Especially when you have so many young players, man. So shout out to them for that, for sure. Yeah,
and after the season, we're gonna have a run for an interview.
Yeah, for sure.
That's gonna be a good interview there.
For sure. But yeah, man, Como is impressive, man. They have a lot of players that were doing a lot of different things this game that was real effective, man. And some of their stats, man. You got some of them stats over there, man?
Yep, definitely. So Samaya Denman led the way with 18 points. You had Alayla Silas had 15, very shifty guard. Amani Crump, their other guard, had 17. And like you said, they got the full slate of stats. So they got rebounds, they got assists up in here. So yeah, shout out to them. Definitely keep tracking those.
Yeah, man. And I know, like I said, they're a young team. They're still doing good. I know they faced the golf against Camden. Camden, a young team as well. Camden's guard, Ayanna Ballard from Camden, is impressive, man. She got some game. Like, she's averaging about 22 points a game right now.
Yeah, like around 20.
She's averaging around 20. I think like 19. So she's up there doing her thing, man. She definitely shows some sparks throughout the game about how she can score, she can shoot the ball, she can get to the line. She didn't finish as many layups as I know she probably wish she could, but towards the second half she found her rhythm and she ended up. I know they didn't post the stats, but going off of just estimation, she had about at least 20 points, the bare minimum there from when I was there. So yeah, she's definitely a young guard. I believe she's a junior going off of the stats or the roster that I was given. She's a junior. So she definitely has some more time, man. And I'm definitely going to be, try to tune into her and see how her basketball career develops at this high school age.
Yeah. Who you've been most impressed by on Como's team?
Most impressed by on Como's team? I would probably say, Layla Silas from Como has been very impressive. I believe she's only a freshman.
Yeah,
she gets to it. I don't know if does she play another sport?
She plays soccer.
Okay, yeah, I could tell because she has like a lot of good footwork. She has a lot of good hand and coordination. That a lot of stuff you could just tell when you watch people. It's like the eye test. Like she has something.
Yeah,
she's very confident at a young age. She can shoot the ball well. She's quick. And, she's probably the most impressed I've been with just watching Como this year so far, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And we know Monty Crump's like one of the leaders of the team. Samaya is good as well. But to be a freshman and doing what Layla's doing, that's definitely impressive. 7-7 for Como so far. Overall record, 3-0 in the conference. We're about to cover another game of theirs next. Against Washington, but yeah, they're looking like the team to beat in St. Paul for sure. And Washington is next in line. Central might have a chance to knock them off, but it's the type of thing where probably anybody could beat anybody in the conference, other than Como.
Yeah, I agree.
It's looking like right now,
I
but
agree.
yeah.
All right, man, let's get on to this next game.
Yeah.
Next game, what we got? Como versus Washington.
Yep, Como against the Washington Johnson combined team. Yeah, and that's an interesting thing right away. Just this concept of the combined team is something that we talk about internally in the TCS crew, just about the state of like St. Paul, Minneapolis sports and things like that. And this is a perfect example of a combined team where you had low numbers at both schools, so it's like a collaborative thing. The schools come together, do a contract, things like that. So I don't know how much longer they're gonna got the contract to be combined the way they are right now, Washington and Johnson. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how things go going forward. But yeah, shout out to Como. Como, this was the second game on the back-to-back for them. So we just covered the Camden game, and this game here was literally the next day. So they still had the juice. You see Amani Crump finishing right there. But yeah, another dominant performance from them. It was a close game. I'll say for like the first 5 to 8 minutes, maybe even the first half. I'll give it to that because Johnson Washington wasn't out of it after the first half. And you see Jayla Henderson right there hitting the three. Jayla Henderson for Washington Johnson led the way, and she was hitting. I think she had 4 or 5 threes in that game. But yeah, just the balanced attack from Como was just a lot to contend with. Ultimately.
Yeah, Como definitely, man, is a tough team for sure, man. I know, like you said before, they're definitely going to be, the team in the conference. I know the St. Paul City Conference isn't what it used to be compared to history past when it comes to the girls' conference, but I like to see what they're doing. Like I said, the philosophy that the coach and staff are bringing to Como Park is definitely something that's been translating on the court, and you can tell that it's going to help, inner city girls that want to play basketball for Como and just in the inner city in general, man. So. Right. Definitely, man. Definitely good to see, man. I'm always a fan of seeing progress in that area for sure when it comes to the city, getting back to what it used to be or getting better.
Yeah, if you could, it's hard to compare eras and stuff like that. People do it in every sport on every level, but if you take that 07 Central girls team or any of 07, 08 and try to put them up against any of these girls teams, like it'd probably be pretty bad. Like the teams back then was just fair. So much more competitive.
Yeah, it's not fair for us to do that because what you just said. The game was just so much they looked at it differently. They were more. They didn't have social media.
Exactly.
They didn't have all these the attention distractors. So, because what you said,
like an Angel Robinson stepping on this court. But again, let's get away from that. 'Cause I don't want to do the comparisons and stuff like that.
Yeah, get out of there. Get out of there.
But for sure, this game, shout out to Como again. They had 6 players in double digits. Samaya again has 17. Montgomery has 17. So it was a balanced attack. You love to see it. That's team ball right there. Those coaches at Como definitely got them playing the right way. So that was good to see.
No, for sure, man. Shout out to Como, man. Definitely going to pay attention to them, especially when it gets close to section time, just to see, how they go, how they prepare for that. So definitely going to be that.
And coming up this week, Como got 2 road games against Highland and Central, so that should be a good test for them.
Oh yeah,
see,
for sure.
See if they can stay up top of the conference this week coming up. The Highland game got postponed. That was supposed to be on Friday, but they got Central and Minneapolis North this week. And I know Minneapolis North girls team is 11-4 right now, so that's going to be a good test. A potential Twin Cities championship game preview. So we'll see. And then Washington, they're looking to rebound this week. They got Hardin they got Concordia Academy in Central. So Washington Johnson against Central this Thursday at Central. I think that's going to be a good game as well.
All right. All right, next game, man. We got Camden versus Minneapolis North, man.
Minneapolis action.
Yeah, man. Shout out to this game. We actually got to catch something special, man. I think it's right here too. Yep.
1,000 points for Jamarian Sanders.
Shout out to him, man. Shout out to Jamarian Sanders, man, getting his 1,000 points at home. You know what I'm saying? That's always best to get them joints at home. You get it at home, that's a different feeling. You know what I'm saying? I haven't had the privilege of ever experiencing that, but I would assume if you do it at home, it's gonna feel a lot much better. You got your friends there. Look like that's probably his mom, his family out there, man. That's dope. That's dope to see, man. So that was that was real good, man.
Even the principal guy in the shot in all white there.
Yeah? Oh, that's the principal?
Yeah, it was live in there. Like everybody was supporting him, cheering. It was loud when he got it. So they definitely show love to their players, definitely.
Yeah, man, that's good, man. So what you got to say about this game, man? I know we definitely it's a lot of upcoming known hoopers that was attending that participated in this game. There goes one of them right there, if not the main one.
Malik
Martin. Yep, Malik Martin, a freshman. Is he the number 1 freshman in the state?
Man, that's who knows.
Right? Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know how that ranking goes, but I think after this game, he definitely probably will lead that argument, man. But
yeah, at least got an argument for it. Yeah.
There go LaVon Jordan, man. Shout out to him, man. Definitely a player that we have come across, man. He was on our first Gus Macker sponsor team, along with Tyrell Pride, Jalen Duke King over at Tartan. So shout out to him for all of that, man. He had a good game too. You said you was there, right?
23 points. He led the way for them. Man, that Gus Macker team 2 years ago already. Man, time is flying, huh?
Time flies, man.
Ooh, here he goes again, LaVon. And LaVon used to go to North.
Yep.
So it made it even sweeter for him that he was getting off. The first half was actually tied. It was 39-39 at half. So ain't nobody know what was going to happen. I mean, the North people probably thought they was going to pull it out the whole time. But the Camden fans was over there.
Damn, he is strong, noise. Bro.
Yeah, no, that was a strong move.
Malik, man, he is strong. Yeah, man, Malik Martin, he's just strong, man. And, like, y'all will see real soon what I say. He's strong. Like, he's strong.
For people who know already, y'all know what we're going to show y'all. But, yeah, just a quick shout-out to some other performances this game. So, Jamarian did end with 31. He led all scores. So, on his 1,000-point night, he hit 30-piece. So, that was nice for him. Corday Williams, 24 points. So, he did well. And then you had a couple other players who chipped in with double digits. Jaquise Lucas, Ronald Williams. So, balanced attack other than the main scores for being Jamarian and Corday. And then on the Camden side, Malik Martin did finish with 20, and then you had 13 from McBride as well. So the main players you would expect to score, I suppose, got it. Ooh, good move.
Ooh.
Then he gets it right back right here.
That was a good move.
Yeah.
Kimber Walker, UConn David move.
Ooh, hey, I ain't heard that name in a minute.
Man, real menace on the court, man.
You think any of these kids know Kimber Walker?
I doubt it. I highly doubt it.
Time flies.
Maybe
man.
if we ask 10, maybe about 2.
Right.
And it'd probably be from 2K. You know?
Historic teams.
Yeah.
Nah, definitely. But looking at the records as well, Camden's 7-9 right now. They're struggling a little bit in the conference, towards the bottom part of the conference right now. But you see they got some young players. But, yeah, maybe they can rebound there. Also wanted to shout out Damian Barnes, number 14 for Camden. He had a nice game for sure. A couple nice shots, a couple nice floaters, a couple nice finishes, things like that. But, yeah, in order to beat like a Washburn or a South, it's going to be interesting to see if North can take over. 3-2 right now in conference. South is 3-1. Washburn 6-0. Even Southwest is 3-2. So the Minneapolis conference is a little crowded right now. See if any of them can topple Washburn and see how that happens. And then going over to the north side, 10-8 right now in the season overall. So yeah, we're gonna see. And North got a game against Maranatha coming up this week. I think we might be at that one.
Yep.
See Marcus Marshall Jr. play against his old team. So yeah, we're gonna see what's up.
Yes, sir, man. But yeah, man, this game kind of ended crazy though, man. So like, you was in the building, right? Like, what's going on, man? like I don't.
Right. So
I'm trying to hold on. Like, let's just watch it and see real quick, because I'm just trying to figure out like what's going on in the world. Like, a lot of stuff is going on.
Right.
But I don't know, man. We're gonna have to see real quick.
Here it comes. Coming off this steal. Zoop.
What is going on? No, like, for real, like, so like like, bro, he broke the rim.
With like a minute left at
Bro,
that.
he broke the rim. Like, do y'all understand he just broke the rim? He broke the rim. What is they feeding these dudes over there? Like, what's going on? When I said he was strong, that's what I meant. Because I watched this video probably 270 times, man. This is crazy. He broke the rim. Shattered the backboard.
Easy.
Who has to pay for that? Are they sending the check to the athletic director for Camden? Does Malik Martin have to pay for that? Because that was vicious. If he has to pay for it, y'all should at least let Malik keep the rim.
Right, GoFundMe or something.
Yeah. Y'all should have let Malik keep the rim. He broke the rim. Y'all should let him keep it. Y'all should let him hang that joint up somewhere in his room and keep that, because he broke a rim. I've never in my life seen nobody do that. Have you?
Not in person.
Yeah, not in person.
Yeah.
I've never seen nobody do it in person. He broke the rim.
Stopped the game. And it ended up being a 15-point game. So it was one of those things where, like, again, 39 at half, so it was close. And then in the second half, North just started getting out, got a lot of steals. Camden had a lot of turnovers, and North was capitalizing off them. So that's how the game got dragged out like that. But yeah,
Malik, he broke the rim.
I hear you. I saw it. I lived it.
That's, man. Shout out to Malik.
Big shout out.
Big shout out to Malik Martin, man. You got a bright future, kid. Whatever it is that you want to do, you're gonna do it.
Oh yeah.
I believe that just because I saw you break a rim. That's how much I believe in you now, son. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and as a fellow Malik,
you make the universe proud.
let's get it.
All right, man. That was another episode of TCS Radar. This is episode 21, weekly update. Yeah. Just talking about the games that we actually went to and covered firsthand. That's our main focus. You know, it's easy to judge a game from highlights you weren't at, but it's different when you're at the game and then, you know, talking about the highlights of, you know, we're basically filling in the space from what really happened along with the highlights. So
Definitely.
shout out to everyone that watches us, everyone that supports us, and yeah, let us know, man. We'll be back.
Let's get it.
All right.